Oumar Konaté is a success. In his mid-50s, he's returned to his hometown in Mali after living in Switzerland for 20 years. Ethnologist Stefan Dünwald has got to know people like Konaté personally. He's made several trips to West Africa for a study on returnees.
This
is a perfect example of someone who has actually managed to shape his life very successfully after returning, partly through his original migration and the money he earned during that time.
Konaté managed a hotel in Switzerland. With his savings, he laid the foundations for his return. Now a farmer, his needs are modest, and he is contented.
Mali in particular presents examples of people who don't want to stay in Europe, but instead want to gain experience, earn a little money, and have the opportunity to return to their families and friends as well-respected people. These aren't the people who want to slave away as street cleaners till the end of their lives.
A social scientist from the Bavarian Refugee Council, Dünwald noticed that the focus of many European programs was not on providing opportunities for returnees, but on deterring others from leaving. One example is CIGEM, an information center. It was opened in Bamako in 2008. During its 4 years of operation, it found a few jobs for people, but most of the time it showed videos designed to deter people from leaving the country. Returnees were offered little support reintegrating into society.
There was a sewing machine for someone who might have been a tailor, but still didn't have a workshop or room with lighting to work in, who didn't know where the money for electricity would come from, where or from whom to buy fabric. In general, it wasn't enough to really help people stand on their own 2 feet financially.
So he also collected many stories of failure, and not just in Bamako, the capital of Mali. Examples such as Mahmadon Keita. He's considered a voluntary returnee from France, but was effectively deported after 14 years there. Now he gives talks paid for by the French, warning people not to go to Europe illegally. Dünwald believes emigrants need more support.
People who are very well integrated into a new place need to have the best chances of reintegrating into the societies they're returning to. That means we have to open paths to integration, support people in their attempts to fit in, and see how many will stay and how many will return voluntarily. And the substantial number who actually do return voluntarily are better able to contribute meaningfully to the development in the countries they come from.
Like Oumar Konaté, he was not an illegal immigrant. Because he was able to work legally, he was successful. Now he's an employer back in Mali.